What is up, everybody? Welcome to the FretJob. And my name is Brandon Edwards, and I am the owner, the professional luthier, and all things connoisseur here at FretJob Guitars. Want to welcome you all to the new studio. Yeah, so we have put a lot of work into this new studio and a lot of work into all this stuff. And yeah, so you guys get to see me from a different angle. Now there's no more. I've got a dedicated room. I'm coming at you from the FretJob Guitars FretJob Studio A. And yeah, so I know for those of you, you probably don't care too much about this stuff, but I just want to take a quick second here to do like a little spotlight. Let me talk about my friend Jonathan here. So this is a serious thing. So we're going on episode number 20 today, if you guys didn't know, which is absolutely incredible. And I want you guys to know that I want to thank each and every one of you that have tuned in each week, that have made it incredibly great, and have made this opportunity possible. I cannot thank you guys enough for all this stuff, and I want to thank Jonathan. Over these past couple months, more than that, doing the FretJob with him, getting to know Jonathan more and more. Jonathan has become one of the greatest friends I know, and a really stand-up guy. You could ask Jonathan for the shirt off his back, and he'd give it to you. You can't meet a more down-home person than Jonathan and his wife, Kristen. They're just two incredible souls, and I just really appreciate him and his family. Yeah, and two, I've been moving, so we took a little break so we could get back in there and really just dive in there head first. We're about 1,700 square foot in here. This is huge. Yeah, and so I am just extremely excited and extremely blessed. But yeah, so let's talk about all things on the FretJob here. So we are stepping up in the world here of the FretJob. So now higher quality content, higher quality things, because now we're gonna set ourselves apart, and we're actually gonna be up there. And I do. So, several people ask if I would do an open mic night. This has been beginning of June or end of whatever. Everybody kept asking for open mic night. A lot of people wanted an open mic night, and they kept asking because at the time nobody was doing an open mic night around, and they really wanted to see an open mic night happen. And Yeah. E- yeah, even comedies. You can come out and do comedy, poetry. You can tell us a story. Whatever you want to do, you can do. So if you want to go tell some poetry tonight, you want to come out and do a little comedy set, go ahead. If you want to play by yourself, just straight guitar, nothing else, or if you want to play and sing, or if you want to bring a group of people out and you want to play and sing with them, cajon is permitted, but no drums. Sorry. And I'll yeah. Yeah, and I'm going to be running the sound. And I'll tell you what, my dad's ran sound for 20 plus years, so I've had a lot of with him, and I run backup sound when he don't do sound and stuff, and like it's gonna be nice, it's gonna be fun, and I mean, it starts at 7 p.m. at Mi Pueblo number 2 over there in the old Shoney's, off of on the bypass there. Right, right, yeah. 7. And by the way, the food there is incredible. They have great tacos. They have great anything. I mean, their food is incredible. Yes, they've got cold beer on draft. They've got margaritas. They've got anything. I mean, come out and listen. Come out and sing. Get you some draft. They got cold bottles. I mean, they've got anything you want. They got margaritas. They got great mixed drink shots. They've got just yeah, and it's gonna yeah, and we're gonna be doing that every Tuesday night there on the patio. So come out and support and social yeah, show support for Frizzell Guitars, me and the business. Come out. Don't just come out and watch. I know sometimes we get to these and you get a lot of people that come out to watch, but perform. Come out. Don't be shy. I'm gonna do a few songs. Hopefully, it's gonna be a rootin' tootin' good time. And yes, and we've got some more music news after this too. And more music news. Tomorrow night, Brad Harden is opening at Manchester Music Hall for for the Kentucky or the Bandits. So he's opening there on the big stage on their tour. Tour, one of the stops is Manchester Music Hall. Brad is opening. I will be there tomorrow night, guitar teching. So you come say hi to me. Come see Brad. And then this Saturday of all things, Brad, this Saturday, Brad is playing at the Opry Mills Mall at the Studio or Soundstage One and Opry Mill Malls. So that's one step closer to the Opry for him. I mean, he's literally. And Thursday, he's playing. If I'm not mistaken, he's also playing at me. He's playing at Los Rodeos. This is an AJ80CE. This is killer. But this is an Alvarez, and we're gonna. Today's topic is Alvarez. So is tell us a little bit about Alvarez. So tell us the guy that's behind it all. What's up, April? Yes, I have. I played one. I fixed one. So and, all right. So on that, I am actually a St. Louis music distributor. So I could get Alvarez guitars if I wanted to. Here's the deal with that: they're never in stock, and I think partial because Guitar Center and other big retailers they buy them all up. I have no. Can you hear that pretty good? That's a jumbo. That's like a J200. Richard Pulse is no audio. No John. So let's figure that out here. You got you. You got yourself coming through.
Yeah, I've got full blown audio on my phone sitting here.
All right, now you should be able to hear John. Speak, John.
I mean, I could hear both of us on my phone right here beside you. Yeah, I've got full blown audio on my phone. See?
Okay, well.
I always had it from the beginning.
All right, now you should be able to hear John. Okay, well, I don't know if it's just them or so.
I can hear both of us on my phone right here. See?
Yeah, so
a little bit of lag.
You want to go back and see if you can hear you in the beginning? Maybe mute your mic, and then I'll talk a little bit about the topic.
Go ahead.
Yeah, so like you said, we're trying to figure things out. It's not so easy when you do this live. You know, when you do this, like we're doing this live, so it's a little bit different creature when you do this live than it is anything else. So we're trying to, into the software we use, sometimes it changes things up. Sometimes it's just different things. You know, when you're doing this live, it just makes a huge difference. But, you know, we're talking about Alvarez guitars. Alvarez guitars, I mean, I played a couple years ago that I just loved. I mean, they're nice, they're decent guitars. I mean, I like, and I'm gonna say this, and I can get strung, but I like them better than I like a Takamine. Some of them I played. I've played a few that I've just really liked, and I know like Takamines, like in that range. I don't say I don't like Tak, but it's like one of those things. So I hope you guys could hear Jonathan. If not, I probably know the verdict, Doc.
What'd you do? Have me muted?
It muted you for some reason in the system.
It muted me.
So, yeah. So sometimes like it like automatically will like mute, and then we're in a new studio, so.
Well, okay. Automatic Brandon muter. I'm gonna blame it on Brandon. He muted me and forgot to unmute me. Anyway, now I'm getting ready to have to say something that I've already said, and I'm gonna tell you really quick because you couldn't hear me, and I'm gonna tell you about that Master Musicians Festival. It's on July 16th. Or is it 16th and 17th or 15th and 16th? Let me make sure here. Because I want you all to know about that, and I want you to know about that.
I'll tell the first thing when he gets ready to tell the other. So
yeah,
tonight at Mi Pueblo, we've already talked about this. Mi Pueblo number 2 here on South Danville Bypass. We are having open mic night for the first time. Starts at 7 o'clock. They got great beer, great food, great drinks, great everything. Come on out on the patio, do comedy, poetry, all that good stuff.
All right. Now that you can hear me, and I really hope y'all can hear me now. Yes. Master Musicians Festival, Somerset, July 15th and 16th, 2022. The headliner is Grace Potter. If you all don't know her, she's really taken out. Her career is huge right now. She's the headliner. They're going to have the Woods Brothers, Marty Stewart and his Fabulous Superlatives, Raylan Baxter, and Boy Named Banjo. And there's many, many more. I'm not naming them all. That's just the ones that were in the big print on the poster.
And they said they can hear you now, so.
Great. So July 15th and 16th, Master Musicians Festival, Somerset, Kentucky. Get down there, watch Grace Potter. Have a good time. Watch tons of acts. I'd love to see Marty Stewart. I mean, I think he's a super talented musician. So y'all get down there on the 15th and 16th, Somerset, Kentucky, Lake Cumberland, Master Musicians Festival.
All right, so now we talked about Alvarez, and you didn't hear partial what he said, but we'll talk about it again.
Yeah, I'll tell you. I'll do a little spiel of that. Alvarez, founded 1965. It was founded by Kazuo Yari. It's owned by St. Louis Music. Like Brandon said a minute ago, he is a dealer of St. Louis music. 1965, hey, man, they make good guitars. the Kazuo Yari line would be like their Japanese stuff, and then their Korean and China made stuff, and other countries in Asia. I think they might have made them in a couple different places. That's their cheaper stuff. They've got an artist series. They've got a master series. Check them out. Brandon's got one right beside him, and he was picking a little bit on it a minute ago. So tell us a little bit more about that guitar.
That's an incredible guitar. You already know. It's beautiful.
What about the price on it?
To buy one of these, they're around $375 used, and they vary prices.
Yeah.
But I'll tell you, and I'll say this again, and I said it a while ago, and he wasn't here to hear this maybe, but I have, and this is something, some of you guys, I'm going to catch all the hate in the world for this, and I'm going to say it anyway, because this is my opinion, so buck off.
I think I heard it.
I'm a huge, don't get me wrong, a Takamine fan acoustic-wise, and I think that Takamine's in the same range as Alvarez. The same kind of, well, you know, I've always played some incredible talks, but man, I played an Alvarez one time at Guitar Center. That was the same exact everything as a not Gibson, but
Talk.
And let me tell you what, son, that thing blew me away.
I've played some awesome Alvarez's, man. The first guitar that I really enjoyed playing was Richard Poole, my father-in-law's Alvarez. It had the adjustable bridge and all that. Man, I loved it. It was a 12-string. Played it with 6 strings half the time, but it was awesome, man.
Yeah, for sure. So,
and I love the Yaris. I mean, my brother-in-law, he's got one of the Yaris. It's been around a long time, and he's played the living crap out of that thing, man. But it is a great guitar, and it's a Kazuo Yari guitar. So it is the premium Japanese-made stuff. Really nice guitar, man. I love Alvarez. I'd like to try out a couple of their more.
Your brother-in-law had it?
Yeah, and I'd like to try out a couple of models of Alvarez's. Like I said a minute ago, I don't know if you heard, they probably didn't hear me. They might have. But the slope-shouldered Dreadnought 12-fret slotted headstock Sunburst, I love that guitar. They make it in the Yari model, and they make it in the Masterworks model.
And if you're watching out there, Justin, because he sometimes watches our podcast, I haven't played it, but Jonathan tells me that's a sweet guitar. So
it is a sweet guitar, man. It's got that sound of a super vintage guitar.
And if you're watching, Richard, I'm sure you played that guitar.
Why, yeah, he's owned it, I think.
Yeah, but yes,
I'm sure he'll tell you it's a nice piece, man, because it really is. I think it's got a cedar top, and it's got a quilted mahogany back and sides. It's a really pretty piece.
Yeah, so, but
what's that amp you got beside you there? Is that an electric amp?
Yes, that is.
Okay.
That is my Black Star. So here's something I'll mention. Say, rada. So here's something that I incredibly like, or incredibly support, like whatever you want to call it. But, you know, I support Alvarez guitars. I love Alvarez guitars. They're always difficult to get in.
They're good for the money.
They're always sold out. They're always.
Yeah. I'll tell you what, man. Like I said early in the beginning, I don't know if anybody heard that, but in the beginning, man, I was talking about that Lag brand. And I know we're talking about Alvarez today, but I can't stress enough how impressed I am with the last couple of Lag guitars that I've had my hands on. I remember seeing them in a store when they first came about, or started coming around here. And in the beginning, I thought, oh, yeah, I like those. And then I started thinking they were cheap. But once I got a hold of the couple that you've had, man, I am super impressed. With that thin body one, I usually snub my nose at a thin body acoustic because I just think you can't get the sound. But that little guitar, man, impressed me. It's a thin body acoustic.
I said when I opened that out of the box, I told Jonathan, I opened that out of the box for the first time, the first thin body. I said, Jonathan will be in love. I said,
yeah, I really like that.
I knew it. So.
And what's it, cedar? Is it a cedar top?
It is a cedar top. I think sapili back and sides with a mahogany neck, and then a brownwood fingerboard and a brownwood bridge, all solid.
Yeah, yeah, it's a nice piece, man.
It sounds incredible. It's got that tone.
Yeah, yeah. So how's the new location going? Are people finding you pretty easy?
Yeah, I hope. I mean, come on in for some great deals for repair. Show support to the new location. You haven't been out here, get your butt out here.
Yeah, if you guys don't know yet, it is at 816 Stanford Road, Danville, Kentucky, and that is right next to, I think there's an MVets beside him, and he's right out in front of the Pioneer Playhouse.
So, I mean,
so
you can't miss it. I've got banners on all four corners. You can't miss it. I mean, if you don't know what this place is, you ought to know where this place is.
And the other shop, if you'd never made it into the other shop, it felt like you were crammed up in a little box in there, and it does not have that vibe at all over at the new shop. The new shop's got all kinds of leg room. So y'all go in there and jam a little bit.
Yeah, the new shop has got so much room, it ain't funny.
Yeah, yeah. But man,
so,
y'all don't forget to go out to open mic night tonight.
Yeah, and so we'll
go to Mi Pueblo, get some Mexican food, and go out there and play some music.
And the 20th episode, our 20th episode.
Yeah, we're celebrating our 20th episode.
Our 20th episode, and we have audio issues.
Yeah, but we'll get that figured out, man. This is kind of like when you do live work. This is kind of like your trial and error just happens right out in the open. So, hopefully by next time we'll get that straightened out. I mean, there's a couple things I already have realized that we need to work on. So, and we'll get it done, man.
And I'm sure I don't see those things that he sees. So
we'll get it all straightened out.
But I mean, we're talking. I mean, Alvarez guitars. There's not too much we can say about Alvarez. I mean,
it is what it is, man.
And we'll keep it short and simple. Artists that use Alvarez, there's Josh Turner's another one. There's a couple different guys. One of the Allman Brothers, they used Alvarez.
Yeah.
One of the guys in the Allman Brothers band.
I didn't know that.
Tim Pierce, I think. Is that his name? I don't know if he's the Allman Brothers guy.
I'm not sure who you're talking about,
but you can look online.
There's tons of them. There's tons of them under people's beds and in people's closets, sitting around in cases all over the world because it's an affordable guitar that it's a company that makes affordable guitars that are great. They got a bluegrass model that's really good. They got that other one I told you about, the slope-shouldered 12-fret Dreadnought.
So
they got some little parlor stuff, little Delta guitars.
Yeah, so
they've got about any body shape or style that you want to get into.
Yeah, so thanks for checking out the FretJob. I think we're going to cut this episode a little short.
Yeah,
and
we're gonna get to work now and try to figure out the kinks that we've got to work out.
Yeah, so thank you for watching the FretJob. Next week we're going to come back bigger, better, stronger than ever.
Yep. Y'all have a good week, man. We'll see you next time.